Okay, good morning to all of you. Okay, so in a yesterday's lecture, we have discussed about the FTP protocol, right? So let me share my screen here. Now, as we have already seen up to this, let me share my notes. Okay, so if you see here, in the yesterday's lecture, we have started from the HTTP message format. And before that, we have already discussed the HTTP request message. So in the yesterday's lecture, we have first discussed about the response message, right? So in that, we have seen that in the request message, it has mainly four fields, and the response message there are also four lines. So the first line in the request message was the request line, while in the response message it is the status line. Now in both the message format, this both first line contains the three fields, but they are different. So if I say about the request message, then we can say in the request line there are mainly three fields: method, that means which method is used for sending the request to the server, which URL is used, and what type of HTTP protocol version is used for sending the request to the server. So you can see here there are three fields mentioned in the request line. Now similarly for the response message, there are also three fields. The first is protocol version field, which it mentioned that which HTTP protocol version is used in the response message. Next is the second field is status code. So here the status code indicates the somewhat message about the response message which is given by the server, right? Which gives some idea about the response message. Then the third is phrase, right? So this phrase, that is nothing but whatever it is mentioned in the status code that says something about the response, it is given in the phrase, right? Then in both the cases there are header lines, right? So if I say about the header lines, then I can say header lines is nothing but which is given after the status line or after the request line, right? Okay, so one thing we can say that in the header lines, now what this header line says, header lines is the lines which are given after the status line or the request line. Now if I say about the request message, then The first line is the request line here, and rest of all the lines are the header lines, right? Same in the response message. The first line is the status line here, and rest of all the lines are the header lines, right? Now, the blank line where no any content is given, and the in the entity body you can see here the pure, we can say the pure message or the pure data is there, or we can say the meat of the message, right? So we can, one thing we can say, whatever the message that client wants to convey, or whatever the data that server wants to send to the client, that is put in the entity body. So we can say entity body is the meat of the message, right? Then we have discussed the different header lines in the request and the response message. We have seen one example in this notes and one examples in the PPT, right? So this is the example of the request message where there are four header lines given, and in the HTTP response there are six header lines given after the status line, right? So we have discussed that this header lines have a different meaning. Now let's consider the request message. So you can see here the connection close is given, user agent is Mozilla 4.0, and the accepted language for the object which the client has requested for is the French version, right? Client is requesting for the French version of the object, right? And in the response message it is given as connection is closed. Date and time which is mentioned in the response message is the time where the response message was created, not the object was created. Next is from which server the client is sending the request. It is Apache 1.3.0. Last modified, that means when the object was last modified, so that date and time is given. Next is content length, that is the number of the bytes the object contains, that is given in the content length. And the content type the client is requested for is text HTML file. So these are the things that are given in the request message and in the response message. Then after we have seen what is cookie, the concept of cookie, we have discussed that cookie is the one that allows the site to keep track of the users, which consist of four components. That is, one cookie header line is kept on the request message, one on the response message, one is kept on the user end system, and one is on the backend database of the website. So we have understand with the help of the diagram, right? And then we have come with the concept of web caching, so in which we have discussed about what is web caching, which is also referred to as a proxy server, right? How the HTTP request response message take place you with the help of the web caching, right? And how we can get the response from the proxy server, so that part we have discussed. And then after relevant to that we have discussed the conditional gate, right? What are to overcome the issue of web caching, conditional gate is introduced, right? So we have seen the concept of conditional gate as well, right, in the last session. So I forgot to put the arrow, so it will be like this. So these are the things that we have already discussed in the last session, right? Then after we have started the FTP, that is a file transfer protocol. So I have given one task to complete, that you have to write the difference between HTTP and FTP. So can anyone let me know? I think सबने कर दिया होगा. So कोई डिफरेंस बता सकता है? What is the difference between HTTP and FTP? Yes, can anyone? I have already told you to complete this task, right? That you have to write the difference between the HTTP protocol and the FTP protocol. So let me know the difference between HTTP and FTP. HTTP uses persistent connection, FTP is stateless. It's not relevant, dear, the point you have said. Yes, we can say HTTP uses both the connections, persistent as well as non-persistent. वो दोनों connection use करता है. HTTP uses port number 80 while FTP uses port number 21. Yes, we can say it's a difference. HTTP for website, FTP for transferring content or file. But we can say both the protocols are file transfer protocol. दोनों है वो file transfer protocol है. Not only FTP is a file transfer protocol, HTTP is also called as a file transfer protocol. HTTP can use persistent, non-persistent, while FTP persistent for control connection and non-persistent for data connection. Yes, we can say this is the difference. FTP maintains state, HTTP is stateless. Very good. HTTP is better for smaller files. Yes, somewhat we can say, right? और क्या बोल सकते हैं? I have said the one concept out of band and in band, if you have remembered. HTTP for transferring large file, while FTP is for transferring smaller file. Okay, but ये contra, हाँ, FTP for large, yes. Okay, इन बैंड और आउट ऑफ बैंड का कंसेप्ट मैंने लास्ट सेशन में पढ़ाया था. सो व्हाट इज इन बैंड एंड व्हाट इज आउट ऑफ बैंड? HTTP है वो in band है, yes, good, and FTP is out of band. Now if I say FTP is out of band, control information is out of band in FTP. Why is it so? इसको out of band क्यों बोला जाता है? HTTP efficient to transfer small files while FTP can transfer large files. Yes. Justify why FTP control information is out of band while in HTTP it is in band. Let me write all this difference which you have written in the chat box. So we have a record of that, right? So let me write all the points first. HTTP, and this is FTP. So the first point that we can say about the HTTP. Let me share my screen so you can also see cause of TP, cause of TP uses TCP IP model. FTP is out of band because of user identical info. Mhm. Okay, we'll discuss that part also. Okay, so starting with the first difference between the HTTP and FTP is, first difference हम क्या बोल सकते हैं? First हम ये बोल सकते हैं that HTTP does not maintain a state information. That's why it is said to be a stateless protocol. So the first is, we can say, stateless protocol, and it maintains the state information. So we can write maintains state information. सेकेंड थिंग, सेकेंड में हम क्या बोल सकते हैं that HTTP uses persistent and non persistent connection. HTTP है वो दोनों कनेक्शन यूज करता है, राइट, बट एक टाइम पे सिर्फ एक ही कनेक्शन यूज करता है. HTTP uses only a single TCP connection. It can be a persistent or it can be a non-persistent. But at a time, HTTP uses a single TCP connection, while FTP uses two parallel TCP connection. So that we can consider the difference. So we can say HTTP uses single TCP connection, while FTP uses two parallel TCP connection. सेकेंड इज फाइल ट्रांसफर के लिए कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल जो है वो लार्ज फाइल ट्रांसफर करता है? HTTP इज यूज्ड फॉर स्मॉलर फाइल, और जो FTP है इज यूज्ड फॉर ट्रांसफरिंग द लार्जर फाइल. सो वी कैन से यूज्ड फॉर स्मॉलर फाइल, स्मॉल फाइल ट्रांसफर, used for large file transfer. Then और क्या बोल सकते हैं? ओके ओके सॉरी, ओके और क्या बोल सकते हैं इसके बारे में? HTTP है वो इन बैंड है. अब इन बैंड क्यों है? कंट्रोल इंफॉर्मेशन इन बैंड इन HTTP. So we can say it is in band, while FTP is out of band. Now let's say if it is asked, justify your answer why FTP is out of band. राइट, सो इसका रीजन क्या है आउट ऑफ बैंड कंट्रोल इंफॉर्मेशन होने का? बिकॉज इट यूजेस अ सेपरेट कनेक्शन for transferring the file from one host to the another host, right? As we all know कि FTP है वो parallelly two connections को use करता है. Two TCP connections are used parallelly in the FTP. One, as we all know, one is the data connection and the another one is the control connection. But दोनों connection है वो different purpose के लिए use होते हैं, पर यूज तो वो दोनों करता है एक साथ में, एक टाइम पे दो कनेक्शंस यूज करता है. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज रिफर्ड टू एज आउट ऑफ बैंड, राइट. अभी आउट ऑफ बैंड इसलिए क्योंकि वी कैन से द कंट्रोल कनेक्शन इज यूज्ड for user identification, or we can say the password, or to change the directory, right? For that the control connection is used, and for transferring the actual data from one host to the another host the data connection is used. So we can say one thing, that if it is asked to justify that why it is out of band, Why it is out of band? Then we can say it uses the two separate TCP connections in parallel for transferring the file, for establishing the connection between the client and the server, right? That's why it is referred to as a FTP said to send its control information out of band, while in the HTTP is said to send its control information in band, because only the single TCP connection is used for transferring the data, for establishing the connection, for authentication also. The single TCP connection is used. At a time only one connection is used in the HTTP, while at a time two parallel connections are used in the FTP. और कोई difference याद आ रहा है? Any points we are missing in the FTP and HTTP? Yes, we can say it uses a separate connection for the control information. That's why it is out of band. Yes, you are correct, Divyansh. Okay, we forgot one point, that it uses the port number 80. Yes, very good point. HTTP uses port number 80, while FTP uses port number 21. Okay, what else we can say? I think we have covered all the points. HTTP is for hypertext HTML page transfer to browser, while FTP is for other multimedia files. Mm, somewhat we can say, but we cannot say the exact difference, right? We want the specific difference which differentiate both these protocols from each other, right? Okay, और कोई ऐसा difference याद आ रहा है? I think we have covered all the thing. Right, so these are certain points that we can say about the HTTP and the FTP, right? So FTP and HTTP, there are some certain similar things about the HTTP and the FTP. That is, we can say that HTTP and FTP both are file transfer protocol. This is the common point. Then we can say both uses the persistent and the non-persistent connection. दोनों जो है वो persistent और non-persistent connection को use करता है. Both are used for transferring the files from one host to the another host. So there are certain similar points, and these are certain difference between the HTTP and the FTP. So I think it's clear what is HTTP protocol and what is FTP protocol. Okay, now there are request and the response command that are used in the FTP. So the first is, we can say, the user. So username is used for what? We can say used to send the user identification to the server. Let's go to the PPT. It's already given. Yes. So there are sample commands you can see here for the responses of the FTP. So first is user. So user is used for what? Username. So it is used to send the user identification to the server. Password is used, we can say, used to send the user password to the server. List is, we can say, used to ask the server to send back a list of all the files which is there in the current remote directory. Now the list of the files is sent over the data connection rather than the control TCP connection. क्योंकि list भेज रहा है तो obviously वो एक file होगी, right? And the files are shared in the data connection, not in the control connection. So you have to keep in mind that FTP uses the two types of the connection, as it is already mentioned in the PPT as well. PPT में एक diagram में already mention किया है, right? That FTP uses two TCP connection parallelly. कंट्रोल कनेक्शन और डेटा कनेक्शन. कंट्रोल कनेक्शन पे यूजर आइडेंटिफिकेशन, पासवर्ड, and if the client has requested to change the remote directory, then all these things are sent over the control connection, right? But whatever the actual data transfer that take place between the client and the server, that can be done by using the data connection. Right? Screen visible hai abhi?
No, ma'am.
Why it's not there? Okay, it's visible now.
No, ma'am.
Now I think it's visible. I have already shared. Let me know in the chat box. Still it's not. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Is it visible now? पीपीटी नहीं, अभी स्क्रीन दिख रही है मेरी कि अभी तक अभी नहीं दिख रही है? Because it's already a pop-up कि I have shared the screen. Okay, I'm just leaving the meeting for a while. Just wait here and I'm joining again. Right, so just wait here for a while. I'm leaving the meeting. Is it visible now? Okay, good. Okay, I don't know what was the problem. I have already shared, but somewhat it was uh, not showing at your side, but it's okay. Okay, so we have discussed this difference of HTTP and FTP. So as you can see here that FTP uses two connections parallelly. Two TCP connections are used parallelly in the FTP, right? As it follows the client server model, so we can say that there will be one FTP client and there will be one FTP server, right? So we are discussing these points. This sample commands we are discussing right now, FTP commands and its responses, right? So as you can see here, the first command, that is user. So user is used for what? To send the user identification to the number. Password is used for sending the user password to the server. List is used for what? We can say it is used to ask the server to send back a list of all the files which is there in the current remote directory, right? Now the list of all the files is sent over a data connection. वो कंट्रोल कनेक्शन में नहीं भेजेगा, वो डेटा कनेक्शन में भेजेगा, because we can say if the server is sending the list, that means it has a files and the files are always transferred in the data connection. So as you can see here, FTP uses the two TCP parallel connection at the same time, right? One is the control connection where the user authentication, user password, then we can say if the user is requesting for changing the directory, then all this information, all this data is sent over the control connection. right? But if it is a data connection, the actual files are transferred in the data connection. So here the list, as you can see here, the uh, list is used for what? For requesting by the for requesting the list of all the users which are there in the remote directory, right? In the current remote directory, the server is sending the list of all the users to the client. So this list will be sent over a data connection rather than the TCP control connection. Then RETR, file name, RETR, that is retrieve. So we can say it is used to retrieve the file from the current directory of the remote host, and this command causes the remote host to initiate the data connection and to send the requested file over the data connection. That means retrieving the file from the current directory, RETR is used. Store file name, that is obviously it is used to store a file in the current remote directory of the remote host, right? So these are the sample commands which are used in the FTP. Now this all the commands we can say are sent over the control connection. As we all know that whatever the commands that takes place between the client and the user, and if it uses the FTP, then the connection used for sending the command, that is a control connection, is used, right? Now there are also some response message that comes from the server side. So we can say each command is followed by the reply, right, and sent from server to the client. So these replies are 3-digit numbers. As you can see here, these are the 3-digit number with an optional message following with the number. सो कई कई स्टेटस कोड में वी कैन कॉल इट एज अ स्टेटस कोड. यहाँ पे स्टेटस कोड हमने ऑलरेडी HTTP में देखा था, व्हाट इज स्टेटस कोड एंड व्हाट इज फ्रेज इन दी HTTP, राइट? वैसे उसी तरह ही यहाँ FTP में भी ऐसे कमांड्स है. इन दी FTP इट इज रिफर्ड एज एन कमांड्स, while in the HTTP it is referred as a status code and phrase, while in the FTP it is referred to as a commands and the response message, right? So you can see here 331 that says that username is okay and the password required. 125 says that data connection already open, you can start you can start transferring the files from one host to the another host. 425 that is can't open data connection, and 452 that is error writing the files. So these are the certain commands that are used as a response message from a server to the client. क्योंकि response आएगा वो कहाँ से आएगा? Server से आएगा, because the client is always requesting for any file by using this, right? जो commands का जो response आएगा, that will be from server to the client, and it uses this command codes for sending the response message to the client. So you have to remember this commands also, that this commands is used for what? It can be asked in the MCQ, right? ऐसे जो छोटे छोटे questions है वो MCQ में आ सकता है. So you have to remember this commands. Now ऐसे तो बहुत सारे commands है. This is all about the FTP that we have already discussed, right? So अब दूसरी बार discuss नहीं करेंगे. This is also we have discussed that between the client and the server, there are mainly two entities take place in the FTP protocol. First is client and the second is a server. So the client program consists of mainly three components: user interface, control process, and the data transfer process. While in the server, it consists of two components: control process and the data transfer process, right? So there is, we can say, if it is asked that in the FTP, in the client side, how many components are there? So you have to mention user interface, control process, data transfer process, while in the server there are two components: control process and data transfer process, and between them the two connections are established: control connection and the data connection. This is the local file system and this is the remote file system where the data can be fetched, or whenever the client is requesting for any file, it will be, the request will go to the server, and from the remote file system it will be fetched and provided to the user, right? So in this way the FTP works. Now, as you can see here, there are many FTP commands which are given here, which has a different meaning. So if you see the first, you can see here ABOR, that is abort the previous command. CDUP, change to parent directory. CWD, change to another directory. Delete, that means delete a file. List, that is list subdirectories or file. So you can refer दिस कमांड्स एट योर ओन. ये बहुत ही इजी है, सिर्फ आपको ये पढ़ना है, राइट? Password, so it is a password. MKD, then create a new directory. So all these commands have the different meaning, have the some message that is already given in the description box, right? So you can just go through all these commands once. इसमें कुछ समझने जैसा नहीं है, सिर्फ याद रखना है ये सारे commands. The same thing is written over here also, right? RNTO, that is rename the file, store the file. कुछ commands हमने already कर लिए है. User तो user information. STOR, that means storing the file, right? So some of the commands we have already discussed. Then status code along with the description. So in the HTTP we have seen the 200, जो 200 कोड था स्टेटस कोड, वो HTTP में भी हमने डिस्कस किया था. द 200 कोड we can say conveys which message, that whatever the file that is requested for is successfully reached here and everything is okay, right? So you can see here the phrase is also given. 150, that is file status and it is okay. 125, data connection open. So 125 जो था वो पहले भी यहाँ पे already आ गया है. This is, you can see here, data connection already open, transfer starting. तो कुछ स्टेटस कोड है वो ऑलरेडी हमने डिस्कस कर लिए, बट दिस आर दी एक्स्ट्रा स्टेटस कोड जस्ट फॉर द इंफॉर्मेशन. जस्ट गो थ्रू दिस स्टेटस कोड वंस. Then the next is electronic mail, right? So यहाँ FTP तक सबको clear है, so we can move forward. If you have any doubt up till now, you can ask me. So everything is clear up to this. Let me know in the chat box. Yes, Ritesh, do you have any doubt? Okay, now moving to the next topic, that is about, yes, electronic mail. So we'll discuss the mail transfer protocol. So the mail transfer protocol that is used is SMTP. So first of all, we'll discuss what is SMTP. So SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, right? As this is the full form of the Simple Mail SMTP, that is the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Now, what is SMTP? We can say it's a some set of communication that allow user to transfer the mail over the internet. That means whatever the communication that take place between the two hosts with the help of the mail, that can be done by using the SMTP protocol. Now one thing we can say it is nothing but we can say it is the program, right? That is used for sending the mail, or we can say the message from one computer to the another computer with the help of the email addresses, right? वो एक program ही है, we can say, जो किसके लिए use होता है, for sending the messages from one computer to the another computer with the help of the email addresses, right? Now one thing we can see, it also provides the mail exchange between users on the same or different computers, or we can say it's something that supports from both the sides, that is from the client side and the server side. Now it can send a single message to one or more recipient. This is one of the functionality that we can say. Now, the sending message can include any file format. It can be a text file, it can be an audio file, it can be a video file, right? Now, one thing we can say, it can also send the message on the network outside the internet, we can say, right? But its the main purpose kya hai? We can say the main purpose is used to set up the communication rules between the servers, right? It just frames the rules. It just set up the some form of communication rules between the servers, right? So what thing we can say, the servers have a way of identifying themselves, announcing that what kind of communication they are trying to perform, right? Now there are also sometimes it happens that there are error occurs while the communication between the hosts. So it has a capability of handling the errors as well, right? सो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि कई बार एरर आ जाती है, सो इट हैज द कैपेबिलिटी टू हैंडल द एरर्स, राइट? सच एज वी कैन से इनकरेक्ट ईमेल एड्रेस है, सो द मेल कैन नॉट रीच एट द specific destination, so it will shows the message that the recipient address is wrong, right? And the server receiving server reply with an error message of somewhat kind that uh, the message that you have sent has an incorrect email address, right? So this kind of error handling capability is also there with this simple mail transfer protocol. Now it has a different component in the SMTP that we'll discuss in detail in the next session, right? So हम SMTP से ही start करेंगे next session में. There are different mail protocol that are used. That is one IMAP protocol is there, POP3 protocol is there, right? So we'll discuss in detail. पहले हम सारे जो mail protocols है वो सारे discuss कर लेंगे, right? Then we'll discuss with the real time examples. There are different protocol for, is used for the mail. Okay, now attendance. TC1 class. Okay, 1, 2,
Yes,
3,
ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
4, 5, 6,
Present, ma'am.
Yes.
8, 8, 9,
Ma'am, five present. Roll
Present,
number
ma'am.
five.
10, 11, 12, 13,
Present, ma'am.
14,
Yes, ma'am, present.
15,
Yes, ma'am.
16,
Yes, ma'am.
19,
Yes, ma'am.
20, 21,
Present, ma'am.
22, 23,
Yes, ma'am.
24,
Present, ma'am.
25,
Present, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
27,
Present, ma'am.
28,
Present, ma'am.
29, 32,
Yes, ma'am.
33,
Yes, ma'am.
34,
Present.
35, 36,
Present.
37,
Yes, ma'am.
38, 39, 40, 42,
Yes, ma'am.
43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51,
Yes, ma'am.
52, 53,
52, yes, ma'am.
56,
Present, ma'am.
57, 58,
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
59,
Present, ma'am.
60,
Present, ma'am.
61, 62, 63,
Yes, ma'am.
65, 66, 67, 104, 113,
Present, ma'am.
125,
Present, ma'am.
149, 161, 165,
Present, ma'am.
178, D2, D2, 26, 27, 28,
Yes, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30, 31, 30 is also not there, 32, 33,
Present, ma'am.
34,
Yes, ma'am.
35, 37,
Yes, ma'am.
38,
Present, ma'am.
39,
Present, ma'am.
40,
Present, ma'am.
51,
Present, ma'am.
D2, D1, D2, D2. Okay, check these numbers. If I have mistakenly marked you as an absent, you can write in the chat box. 35, it's 10 done. Oh, okay. Check these numbers again. Okay, so I think the students are absent today. Okay, so we'll start with the email protocol in the next session. And before that, when we come on the next session, I'll ask you the status for the CCNA course, right? So you have to complete the CCNA course before mid-1. I'm saying you in all the lectures because it is very important, right? उसके marks है term works में, so you need to complete that course before mid-semester exam.
35.
Where were
Yeah.
you, Chintan? Yes, Chintan, where were you?